Customer is looking to get an estimate to have some walls put around his property here. So we've got walls that are coming from the corner here to the corner here and then back to a cement pad in the back. And I'll give you those dimensions here real quick. So it's 12 feet from the corner right there to the from the corner at the far end to the steps. 4-foot returns on each side, and then it is 25 feet from the steps to the corner over here. Grade is I'll use the word an issue for lack of a better word, but if I were to, we talked about bringing the wall to grade, but the grade is about 4 inches taller than his sidewalk is here. So I want to give him this bid with a couple options. I want to give it to him as the full height, but then I also want to give it to him with this front area being 4 inches lower, so that way it's the same height as his steps. So I'm going to give you the dimensions of what grade is, and we'll subtract 4 inches off as a alternate. So like I said, it's 12 feet over there. It starts at 24 inches at the far end, and it's 30 inches on this right side, and then it goes from 30 inches. It goes from 30 inches for 30 feet, and then it's at 20 inches. All right, so 20 inches in the 30-foot range. So, like I said, 30 inches to, what did I say? To 20 inches. Yep, 30 inches to 20 inches. 30 inches to 20 inches over 30 feet. And then I've got 56 and a half more feet. That's going from that 20 inches down to 16 inches. So it's coming along here, and it's going through this planter. These planters are going to be removed before we do this project, and it's ending at this concrete sidewalk and going into the block wall. So there's going to need to be a little jimmy rigging in here because the block wall ends at the same depth as the sidewalk here. So we're just going to have to chinker that up and make it look nice. So it's 16 inches over here. So 20 inches to 16 inches over here over the last 56. So as a 56 and a half. So as a total, it's 86 and 1/2 feet from the sidewalk to the far side. The material that we're going to use is he said he liked the cream and brown and red. So we're going to do a little bit of buckskin. We're going to do a little bit of weathered edge Chilton, and he actually pointed out the Chilton, so he didn't really like the cream. But when the time comes, I'll bring some stone over and we'll bid, and I'll just get a further clarification on this. So for the time being, let's bid it as 70% Chilton, 10% weathered edge Chilton, and 20% buckskin, and we'll go with that for the time being. So I think that's it. He wants to get it done yet this year. I said October 15th would be an ideal start date, and he said, yep, that sounds perfect. So, one final thing, he wants to put the dirt behind, like he wants to have the option to put dirt behind his wall. We would still put the crushed rock behind it, but let's line item the dirt installation. So know that this side over here is going to be manual, so we'll have to trench it up and do that all by hand. So keep that in mind. Also, I've got a couple downspouts, so let's put in 2 downspout exits as well for going through the wall.